Architects, pull up your Eames chair, put on those black spectacles, and pour yourself a piping hot cup of strong black coffee because we're about to delve into unfiltered conversations with architects from all over the world discussing all things health and wellness. So if you're an architect that's been searching for more balance, more fulfillment, and more overall health and happiness, turn up your hearing aids just a notch because we've got the answers. I'm your host, Morgan Chihuaga, a licensed architect, stress management consultant, and founder of The Healthy Architect. Grab your trace paper and let's dive in. Architects. My candle was burning at both ends, literally. Every day felt like a never-ending marathon. I'd wake up way too early after a night of tossing and turning, thinking about the red lines I needed to complete. I'd pick up my phone before my eyes were even completely opened, and I'd reply to the contractor's emails before my head even left the pillow. I'd scramble as quickly as I could to pour myself a cup of black coffee, find my keys, rush out the door to work, angry at the traffic, and then spend all day frantically redlining MEP drawings, getting yelled at by the contractor, running from OAC meeting to OAC meeting to OAC meeting. And then I'd rush home, angry at the traffic again, just to melt into the couch, mentally and emotionally exhausted. To say the very least, I was not being a great mom. Heck, looking back at it, I wasn't even being a good mom. I wasn't being a good architect. I wasn't being a great wife. And I was not living up to my full potential. And it showed until dot, dot, dot. I started designing and building healthy and professional boundaries into my work and into my life. I stopped saying yes to every single project, small, medium, or large, that was being dropped onto my desk. I stopped answering emails from the contractor while my head was still on the pillow in my bed. I stopped allowing the external world to dictate my life because it was my life. Boundaries, my friend. That's the answer. Boundaries. They are strong. They are life-changing, and they are so very needed in the architecture industry. Let me say that again. Boundaries are strong, they are life-changing, and they are so very needed in the architecture industry, and not just on your civil plans. In fact, I'm going to go as far as to say that without healthy boundaries, you won't be playing the long game in the architecture industry. You won't be living a fulfilled life. And you won't be showing up as the architect, as the parent, as the partner that you were meant to show up as. Architects, designers, draft people, project managers. I want you to know that once I learned how to design and build healthy boundaries, my life, which included my career, started to transform. I gained back the respect of my clients, my coworkers, my boss, and my contractor. Why? Because I'd made it very clear that I was no longer going to be pushed around. I gained back my energy. I gained back my energy. How? Because I was no longer pouring into every single person around me, and I started pouring into myself. I stopped pouring into the contractor 24/7. I stopped pouring into my boss, my colleagues, my coworkers, my consultants 24/7, and I started pouring into myself. I was sleeping better. I was smiling more. I was showing up for my husband, for my children, the way that I knew I was supposed to be. I was even able to train for a Tough Mudder because I had so much energy. And for those of you that don't know, the Tough Mudder is a 12-mile long endurance event where you literally drag yourself through mud every half of a mile and you do these obstacles every half of a mile. I was literally on cloud 9 at that point in my life, in that chapter of my life. maybe I should sign up for another Tough Mudder. Okay, I'm putting that on the list of things to do before 2024 is over. Anyways, I digress. Best of all, when I started designing and building healthy boundaries, I gained back time in my life. How? Boundaries literally gave me more focused time on my work, on those red lines, on those submittals, on those ASIs. I had more focused time on my work. I didn't just feel like I was going through the motions anymore. I had more present time with my babies to laugh. I was actually smiling. It's sad to think back on the time that I never smiled in my life, but with my babies, I had time to laugh and smile and teach them how to play. And I can't believe I'm saying this on a podcast, but I had more time to dance with my husband in the kitchen again. True story. If you don't have the time or energy to dance with your partner in the kitchen or your babies, or just dance by yourself in the kitchen, you need to reevaluate your boundaries. Mic drop. And that's why I'm here. From the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of my architectural heart, I want you, yes, you architect, you designer, you draftsperson, to experience this life too. I want you to have more respect in your career. I want you to have more energy that you can sign up for things like the Tough Mudder if that's what you want to do, or do whatever you want with your energy. I want you to have more time in your life to smile and to dance in the kitchen by yourself if that's what you want to do. And that's exactly why I'm teaching the Design and Build Healthy Boundaries Masterclass this Thursday, August 29th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay? This class is for you if you want to be treated with more respect in your office, in your OAC meetings, and on the job site. This masterclass is for you if you want others to value your time like it's the most precious thing in the world, because, well, it is. And this masterclass is for you if you want to have so much freaking energy that you sign up for a 12-mile Tough Mudder obstacle course just for the fun of it. You can do it, I promise. This 60-minute masterclass on designing and building healthy boundaries will rock your world. It will rock your world if you allow it to. It has the ability to transform your career if you actually take the class, listen, absorb, and implement. I cannot wait to see you there. I'll leave a link in the class in the show notes. And don't worry if you can't make the live class, it will be recorded like all my other classes and sent to all the students within 48 hours. Seats are limited and prices are only going to increase because I know my value and you should too. All right, architects, I'll see you there. Until then, stay healthy, stay hydrated, and keep creating impactful architecture. Architects, this podcast is the culmination of the most creative minds in the world. The planning and programming of this content is extensive, and I'm proud to be a small part of the change that's happening in our profession. If you want to be a part of this change, the very best thank you can give the Healthy Architect is giving us a 5-star review and sharing this episode with a colleague. When you give us a 5-star review and you share this podcast, you are playing a role in changing our industry, one architect at a time. Be happy, be healthy, and take action towards a more fulfilling career. See you next week on the Healthy Architect Podcast.